Nirmal Abraham. Nirmal, the opposition clearly calling this a PR event, while you have the government of India saying this was India's victory, Operation Sindoor. So a real stark difference when it comes to narrative. Obviously, opposition isn't believing face value what the government has to say. But a situation like this that's sensitive enough, Operation Sindoor, a military operation, every detail cannot be divulged. At a time like this, you have a government that's carried forward an attack against the neighboring nation who's struck terror on our soil. And at the same time, the opposition isn't very convinced if it was done right. How does this really play out politically?
Well, politically, I don't think this is the right time to play blame games, but the opposition, as you would expect, is doing opposition things. In the operation, I think, except for the beginning, like except for the Pahalgam attack, where there was a clear intelligence failure, no doubt about it, that is the only area that I think that they haven't answered properly, the ruling party. But other than that, every step that India took from that point on, we've done and accomplished and executed everything perfectly, because we, as the BJP spokesperson rightly said, we were not fighting Pakistani civilians, we were not fighting the Pakistani military, we were fighting terrorists, and we were able to destroy terrorist camps, their infrastructure, we were able to detain terrorist informants, terrorist sympathizers, and we nearly killed the 3 terrorists that were involved in the
timing
attack.
of which, the Operation Mahadev's timing happens right on the day when Operation Sindoor was debated in the parliament. Akhilesh Yadav, lots of opposition leaders raising questions on this. How would you look at it as a political analyst?
Well, it is clearly dubious, but then I still believe it's an evolving situation. It's a lot of information that is left to come out, and we'll have to see. But again, even if that is the case, I'm sure that the opposition would come up with the argument that it took India 97 days. But I don't think that's a fair argument to make either, because if you look at the United States in 2001, after the 9/11 attack, it took them 10 years to find the mastermind, Osama bin Laden. And remember, this was 2001 when United States was reigning supreme. So India, being one of the 5 superpowers in the world, has done a reasonably good job. Although I would say that the only failure in this case was the attack itself. The second thing that the opposition should have raised in the parliament is, what have you done in Kashmir or in the particular area where the attack happened to ensure that this doesn't happen again? Have you trained the people there, the tour guides, the shopkeepers? Are they given enough training? Are there enough security personnel? Are there enough surveillance now? What are the changes that you brought into place, and how are you going to make sure that this is not going to happen again? Those are questions that are valid at the moment. Instead, playing a blame game doesn't look right in the eyes of people. I mean, I'm an analyst. I don't have a political affiliation. I don't feel right about this, to be fair. Although if you ask the right questions, like how did it happen, I would be with the opposition.